Hi, I'm Bridget Gibson. I'm your host of Bridget Podcast. And today we're talking about narcissism. Oh my goodness. Don't we all know someone who may have those traits? Well, I want to talk today about the cycle of abuse with the narcissist. When we first meet a narcissist or a person who has a narcissistic trait, because we can't diagnose narcissism. They have to be diagnosed by a psychologist or a psychiatrist. But when we meet a person who have traits of narcissism, it's so important to know and to recognize the signs, right? So, one of the signs when you first meet a person that has narcissistic tendencies is they're going to love bomb you. It's called idolization. That's the first step in the abuse cycle of a narcissist. It doesn't sound like abuse, but it is. So the narcissist showers the victim with excessive attention, right? Affection and praise. So that's something that we need to be very careful when we first meet someone, how they just love everything about you and they don't even know you. So be careful. And so the next thing is, and those red flags stick out really fast if you pay attention. And the purpose of it is to gain the trust of the person. And once they gain that trust, then the next state is to devalue. We didn't expect that. We didn't expect to go from being so wonderful and so kind to now being devalued. And so that's the next state. So the narcissists begin to criticize you and belittle and undermine the victim. Yes. And it's very devastating. It's extremely devastating when you go from being so important to someone to actually being criticized. And the purpose of this is to erode the victim's self-esteem and sense of stability. That's the purpose. And you'll recognize those red flags when all of a sudden your food was so wonderful and so good, and now nothing is good. I can't eat this. This is not good. And so then there's the discord. And what happens with the discord? The narcissist abruptly ends the relationship or emotionally withdraws. So this person who's been so kind and so wonderful and loved everything about you, all of a sudden they either just said, I don't want to be in this relationship anymore, or they'll just pull away emotionally and you just become devastated because you don't know why this person is doing that. And the reason for this, the purpose, is to draw the victim back into the relationship and to continue validating. So once the discard happens, they want you to run after them to get you back to try to get the relationship back on track. So they go from love bombing to, discarding, and they devalue you. So your self-esteem is low and then they discard you. And so, you know, there are different tactics also that narcissist does. They gaslight you. So that's making you feel or making the victim question their reality. They'll tell you that it's raining outside and you know that it's sunny outside. And you say, no, it's sunny outside. And they said, you don't see the rain? Yeah. Is that serious? Is that serious? Triangulation. That's another word. Creating jealousy or insecurity by involving others. And that could be, oh, my coworker, she is so beautiful. I love the dress she had on today. And then you start wondering, why is this person constantly speaking about their coworker in such a flattering manner when they have discarded you and devalued you? So that's a triangulation. Projection. That's accusing the victim of behaviors or or intentions that is their own behavior. So they are projecting their emotions, their feelings, everything on you. That's projection. Blame shifting, refusing to take responsibility and blaming the victim for problems. So they do nothing wrong. you're the cause for all the problem, for all the chaos in the relationship. They blame it on you. So, how do we break free from this cycle? We recognize the abuse. That's number one. Recognize it. Educate yourself. We're doing these awareness um, interviews is to make you aware that there are people who really do not have empathy, and if you get involved with someone like that, it could be very heartbreaking for you. So, yeah, we need to be aware of that. Set firm boundaries. Limit and contact any contact. You may have to cut contact with the narcissist if possible. Some you cannot cut contact with because you may be co parenting or maybe, someone that lives in your home, so it may be difficult, but if at all, you know, reasonable, that you can get away from this person, that would be it. Seek support. Get counseling, guys. Seek support of a friend, someone you can speak with, someone that you can talk with. Get a therapist to help you work through what you have gone through, because this can be very traumatic for you. Very, very traumatic to go through something that's so meant to tear you down. Rely on God. Number one, rely on your faith and the faith that you have in God. Sometimes as a person who has a lot of empathy, we happen to just love everybody and want to love on everybody, but not everybody can love us. And so we'll put ourselves out there just, wanting to help people, and then that person don't return it back to us. And so we're asking God, God, I've done everything that I can do, to have this person be happy, and they're treating me badly. So this is your opportunity to spend time with God and say, God, you know, I've tried to help this person, but this person do not want my help. They're trying to hurt me, and ask God to strengthen you to disconnect from that person. Because until a person wants to do right, and treat you right, then it's really no purpose in being in a relationship that is one side. If you're doing all the caring and the loving, and this person is bringing nothing to you, then there is something wrong with that relationship. It should be, it should be a secure relationship where you can depend on that person. So if you feel that you're in a narcissistic relationship, please reach out to a counselor, to a therapist, or you can call me. I'm Bridget Gibson, and I'm a Christian mental health coach, and I specialize in narcissistic abuse. And I've counseled and coached, you know, many people who have gone through narcissistic abuse. And it's not a good feeling to know that someone is being mistreated. But once you get past that devaluation and the discord, and you find yourself again, you'll love yourself again. And so yeah, narcissism can be very devastating. And so if you need help, just reach out to me. And I appreciate you and love you. And thank you for listening to Bridge It Podcast. And we will see you again soon. God bless you.